And then that's a good point as far as just it's a crapshoot sometimes, like because you you don't want to pigeonhole yourself to the rapper guy. You know what I mean? It's good that his gimmick evolved, into what we saw, but like you said, sometimes it's either hit or miss. So that's a good point. Lastly, I'm interested to know your thoughts on just the decision for Vince McMahon to keep John Cena babyface. Like you said, he was like this, this era's Hulk Hogan of having a very, very long babyface run. And I'm all for, baby faces and heels staying, longevity, because if you keep flipping and flopping, you kind of have a stigma for that. But at the same time, for someone like Cena from 2005 to current, for 16 years, he's been a babyface, and for Hogan, it worked for him for being a babyface for so long because the heel turn was that much more impactful when he turned in the NWO. What are your thoughts on just Cena being a babyface for 16 years?
Oh man, well, it's funny you brought this up. I haven't thought about this in a while, but I get where you're coming from because as most people already know by now, I was a lifelong wrestling fan. So when you kind of try to put that hat on again and you kind of watch it, it's like the wrestling fan, I think, in me and probably all the fans was kind of we were thirsty for that heel turn, and you could tell just through some of the mixed reactions he got there. Sometimes you almost feel like the people want you to do that, and it's like just like I think about Diesel's babyface run and when they turned him heel and how awesome Diesel's run was, even though it was a short time as a heel. Same thing the next year, kind of with Shawn Michaels. He had that 96 title run, and then he turned heel in 97, and you got some of his best work. Yep. And Cena would be no exception. I mean, whether you love him or you hate him, I mean, he would, you imagine as a heel, after all that babyface run and just with the way he's able to kind of, cut his promos and all of that, you kind of imagine that a heel turn out of it's almost criminal that we never got the heel turn. You know what I mean? Like because now he's in the movie business, and it's like the only time we even really got a taste of it was at that WrestleMania match, right, with Barrett. Right, yeah. Where but that was just they were doing that fun house thing, and it was just what was it? He did he came out as original Cena, he came out as NWO. Yeah, so I mean, that doesn't even that's not even really it. But it sucks because it feels like they never got it, and I think this was a question even internally at some points, or it was debated. But I think Vince just from what I know, just kind of felt like Cena was the only guy who could carry that top spot. And like, there's nobody else to kind of fill that role to the extent where Cena was, I'm guessing. But, it's kind of perplexing, man, because there was a lot of material there. You know what I mean? And look what it did. Again, here's the better comp right here. I don't even know why I went to Shawn and Diesel. It's Hulk. Hulk had that big run, and then we get the turn, and all of us remember the turn, and it completely just revamped Hogan's, it gave Hogan this whole new area to work with and his character, and it freshened him up. And so I can only imagine with Cena, like, it would have just been such a different feel, and it would have probably be like just for a change up, it would have probably excited everybody. Like, okay, what are we going to get out of this now? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So that's the unfortunate part. Like, again, the only reason why it's criminal is because I don't think we'll ever get it now, because I think I don't think Cena's done forever, but I don't think he's ever going to be I don't know if he's ever going to be full time again. Right. So,
I agree.